They never taught us this in school, not in college, not in business classes, and definitely not when we started our first business. You see, you can be smart, hardworking, and even successful and still feel broke as an entrepreneur. I know this because this was me. And I remember one month when my business had its best revenue yet. And yet by the end of that month, my bank account still looked like I barely made anything. I was doing everything right, working hard, serving clients, showing up every day, but somehow the money just kept disappearing. And that's when it hit me. It wasn't about how much I was making. It was about what I knew and I didn't know about managing money. So if you've ever asked yourself, how am I working this hard and still not feeling financially free? This video is for you. So by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how to master your money in the next 30 days, even if you've never taken a finance class in your life. Because financial freedom, it's not luck, it's a system. And we're gonna talk through that. Hi, my name is Yvonne, a business and finance coaching consultant. I help entrepreneurs scale to six figures by mastering their strategy, systems, and mindset so that they can lead their business with confidence and clarity. And today, I'm going to walk you through the exact 30-day plan to finally get control of your finances, build a profit system that pays you first, and start creating real wealth that lasts. Let's dive in. So this is 30 days, right? So let's take about a month. So let's dive into week one. And week one, it's going to be days 1 through 7. The first thing you want to do is master your money mindset. Master your money mindset. Why? Well, before we talk about numbers or tools and all of that good stuff, we have to start with the right foundation. And the foundation is your mindset, because that's where everything begins. You see, most entrepreneurs try to fix their finances by making more money. But that's like riding a boat with a leak on it, right? You're always going to be leaking money if you don't have the right mindset to support you, to support the success that you're striving for. If your money beliefs don't change, you're just going to repeat the same patterns over and over again, no matter how much you earn. That's the point, you see? So when I started my first business, I didn't realize how my old money beliefs were affecting me, and how even though my net worth was increasing and growing because I was working harder and harder, still I was carrying those old beliefs that were weighing me down. Things like money's hard to make, or I have to work nonstop to succeed, right? And those beliefs were quietly in the background. There were programs playing in the background that were quietly shaping every decision that I made, okay? And it was keeping me stuck. It was keeping me overworked and underpaid and constantly anxious about the future. But once I started questioning those beliefs and replacing them with new one, consciously saying, okay, this is my old programming. I can't help that, because old programming is based on so many factors. People, right? Your parents, your siblings, your aunts, uncles, the family, the community you were brought up in, including the teachers, any mentors along the way. Anything you picked up from what people said, to what just your environment, what you picked up by hearing other people's beliefs and associations with money. See, this was what creates this program that's running in the background. So you were not, especially when you're little, because most of the program is done from the age of 0 to age 7. Okay, we're absorbing this information and coming up with beliefs, right? Now we want to be strategic. We want to be intentional with the beliefs that we want. We get to pick the beliefs that are going to support us now as adults. So you want to be intentional about this and replace those old beliefs that you didn't get to choose with new ones that you do. Things like, well, money flows to me when I create value, or I deserve to be well compensated for the impact I make. You see, once I made these beliefs conscious and I consciously reprogrammed my mind with repetition, right, with energy work, then everything shifted. See, my energy changed as a result of my beliefs. It starts with beliefs because the beliefs is the program. So once those were changed, guess what? My confidence grew and my income flowed. So this week 1, I want you to become aware of your money story. What did you grow up hearing about money? What do you believe it takes to earn and keep it? What I want you to do is write those things down and challenge the ones that don't serve you. Challenge the beliefs that don't serve you anymore, right? One of my clients did this exercise and realized she was carrying guilt about wanting wealth because she thought it made her selfish. You see, her religious beliefs, the religion that she was raised in, although it helped in many areas from a positive perspective, one thing lingered was an interpretation, a misinterpretation of scripture, right? Where it was interpreted as the love of money, right? Is the root of all evil, right? So, and so the root of all evil, well, if you have money, then you must be bad, right? But it's where you place, you can read the same thing and translate it completely differently. You see, so she thought, okay, money's evil. I don't want money. But let's read that scripture again. See, it's the love of money. So it's putting money in first place at the exception of everything else, right? And so it's how this is interpreted that was affecting her. And so she had a really bad relationship with money. She was repelling money. Oh, money's bad, money's bad, money's bad. But the money in itself, guess what, is neutral, right? That's like saying, oh, this flower, oh, the love of flower is bad. Well, it's just a flower, it's neutral, right? It's having a relationship that's skewed and unhealthy, right? It's the love of money. Not that money's bad, it's the love of it. It's the prioritizing that over things that are more important, okay? There's also scripture that says that money is like wisdom, right? It's a tool. It's something that protects. Money protects, just like wisdom protects. So that's why it's important to take scripture along with everything else so that you have a healthy perspective. You see, there's so many stories even in scripture about I think take King Solomon. How was Solomon blessed? Through money, right? So that goes to show that, well, you know, you have to really have a balanced view. And at her age, when she was picking up all of these beliefs, right, she wasn't able to discern and use discernment to be able to take that one scripture and put it up against everything else, right? And then come up with a healthy perspective. No. So that's what we want to start doing now as adults. We want to take our beliefs into our own hands, right? And take our beliefs back and start filtering them and saying, okay, does this serve me? Yes or no? Let me take a second look at this. And I'm talking about this a little bit further because this is something that I struggled with, and I'm sure many of you have struggled too, especially if you come from a Christian background, a Christian religious background. Sometimes there's a misinterpretation of scripture that can really affect us, right? And so we want to take a second look at it and with a healthy perspective, with a broader world perspective, right? And butting that up against all these other scriptures to be able to come up with a healthy perspective that's going to serve us and serve others. Because guess what you can do with money? Now you can give to charity. You can help those in need with money. Yeah, money is a tool that you can help others with, right? Without it, you won't be able to as much, you see? So that's what I'm talking about. So once she was able to release that guilt that she associated with money, she started pricing her services with confidence and tripled her income within months. You see, your mindset, my friend, your mindset is the foundation. Now, when you start thinking differently, you're going to begin to earn differently, okay? I really want that to connect with you in your heart. because that's where it starts, mindset. So week 1, again, is mindset. Now that takes me to week 2. Week 2 is days 8 through days 14, okay? And week 2, what you're gonna do is you're gonna track every dollar. Week 2 is about tracking every dollar. Now that we've laid the foundation with mindset groundwork, now it's time to build on that and build awareness by tracking your money. You can't grow what you don't measure. So most entrepreneurs think they're managing their finances, but really they're just reacting to them, right? So for the next week, what I want you to do is track every dollar, business and personal. You can use QuickBooks or any other software, even a simple spreadsheet. The goal here is not perfection, it's clarity. Okay? You know, when I first started doing this, I realized how much I was spending on small things that didn't align with my goals. And that was eye-opening. In fact, one client of mine discovered she was spending over $1,000 a month on subscriptions and software that she barely used. So just canceling those freed up cash, she could now reinvest into marketing, right? And within a few weeks, that money started multiplying because now more people were aware of her business and her services. And now more people were able to purchase. And so that created this really snowball effect where her money started multiplying, right? So tracking gives you power. It's not about restriction, it's about direction. So when you can see where your money goes, now you can start telling it where to go next, you see? Okay, so that took me to week 3. Week 3, you wanna build a profit system. So week 3 is days 15 through 21. Now remember, week 1 was about building a strong foundation with a strong mindset. Week 2 was about, now that we have a strong mindset, we build on that by having clarity and awareness, right? Tracking every dollar. And now week 3, we build a profit system. Think of the word system for week 3. So now that you know where your money's going, it's time to make it work for you. And this week, we're setting up your profit system. And I want you to remember this. Profit is not what's left over after expenses, is what you plan for from the start. You know, when I started paying myself first before anything else, that was the game changer. I followed a simple system, one account for income, one for profit, one for taxes, and one for operations. So every time money came in, I split it automatically. And you see that one small shift brought so much peace of mind. You know, one of my clients did the same thing, right? I was able to coach her through that. And she told me for the first time ever, she finally felt like a CEO and not a freelancer. You see, you want to get ahead. It's almost like, you know, you're navigating through waters. You can navigate through waters on the boat, right? And then you're feeling every ebb and flow of the waves. You're feeling that. You can go on the boat, or those same waters, you can go past those and through that on a helicopter, right? So it doesn't change the fact that it's going to be choppy and it's going to be challenging, but you're over it. You're ahead of it. And so you're not feeling the pain as much because you're above it. And that's where I want you to be. I don't want you to be on the boat getting you know, swayed here and there with the waves getting hit, right? To and fro. No, I want you to be on that helicopter where you have a bird's eye view and you can manage and lead through that. And that's with, you know, again, with systems. You see, that's what a profit system does. It gives you structure, confidence, and control. And here's the best part. You don't need to be an accountant to do this. You just need consistency. So set it up once, stick to it, and your money will start flowing in order. So now let's move on to week 4. Week 4, you multiply your money. Now week 4 is days 22 through days 30, right? Again, week 1 was, do you remember? Mindset. Yeah. Have a solid foundation with a strong mindset. Week 2, did you remember that? We build on mindset with clarity, right? Clarity, we want to track every dollar and get clear on what's going on. And week 3, remember that magic word? Systems, right? We want to build systems that you can set it and forget it automatically, right? Automatically set things up. And so we're building on that now with week 4, which is now that we've got a great structure here in place, Let's multiply it, right? Let's go make money babies. Let's have our money make money babies. So now you've mastered your mindset. You're tracking every dollar and your profit system is in place. Now it's time to grow. So to multiply what you've built is the goal here. This is where financial literacy turns into financial freedom. This is the juicy part. This is where you want to be as an entrepreneur and small business owner. Start learning how to make your money work for you through simple investing, saving for long-term goals, and creating multiple income streams. You don't need to start big. Just setting aside 10% of your profit towards wealth building can make a huge difference. The earlier you start, the more your money is going to compound, and that's how real wealth is built. Now, I remember when I first shifted from just running a business to building wealth, it wasn't about fancy strategies. It was about consistency and discipline. You could pick up a fancy strategy here and there. Everyone has a different idea. But at the end of the day, what works is consistency and discipline. You see, one of my clients took that same approach, right? She started setting aside a small amount every month into an investment account. And within a year, she had enough to put a down payment on a rental property. And that one decision completely changed her financial future, because guess what? Now she has cash flow and she's got generational wealth and she's got legacy here, right? So when you start thinking like an investor, even as a business owner, now you're going to begin to operate from abundance, not from stress and anxiety. So there you have it, my friend, your 30-day money mastery plan. And in just 1 month, you can completely change how you think about money, how you manage it, and how it works for you. Okay? Now, this isn't about hustling harder. It's about becoming financially savvy, confident, and in control. And if you're ready to take this deeper, to learn how to create a complete financial system that helps you pay off debt, grow your savings, and start building generational wealth, then join me inside the Financial Freedom Accelerator Academy. That's where I'm going to walk you step by step through everything, how to organize your money, automate your cash flow, and design a financial plan that supports your business and your life. I do a deep dive into the mindset work. We have guided meditations. I walk you through affirmations as well. All of the good, juicy energy work that I can do a deeper dive with. You're going to see that inside the Financial Freedom Accelerator Academy. And because, financial freedom, it's not luck. It's a system, okay? And once you learn it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Now, if this video helped you, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment below. I want to hear from you. I'm ready for financial freedom. Go ahead, take that first step and make that something that's going to support you. I'm ready for financial freedom. And I want to read, I hold every comment because I want to make sure that I read each comment. So I read each comment, and I would love to encourage you and to connect with you on that comment. So go ahead and let's go ahead and build a positive, forward-thinking community here. Because this is your time to take control. It's your time to take control of your finances, scale your business, and finally step into the freedom that you've been working for and deserve. And you're so deserving of. So if you're feeling stuck and want clarity in your business, you won't want to miss the next video, why your business isn't growing and how to fix it in 14 days. We're going to dive deep into that one. I can't wait to see you there. See you on the next video. Oceans of love. Till next time, my friend.